Ready to pass judgment.
Dark Reapers, fall back. We need rhino transport tanks. They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above. The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here. The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
With all due haste.
Awaiting orders.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Scouts ready.
Marine squad deployed. Awaiting orders.
Here to serve. With all due haste,
Scouts
I await
reporting
your
for duty.
instructions. I will do as you ask.
Scouts here.
Yes, my lord.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
An open mind is like a
Praise
fortress
the
with its
Emperor.
gates unbarred and unguarded.
Yes, my lord. Scouts in position.
I await your instructions.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Scouts awaiting
What
orders.
would you have me do? He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I stand ready.
Marine squad deployed.
Through the destruction of our enemies,
The
do we
Emperor
earn our
protects.
salvation.
For Terra, follow my lead.
Ever vigilant.
The Emperor protects. Today, the enemy shall know fear. For the honor of the chapter. What would you have me do?
Scouts in position.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Praise the Emperor.
Objective
Yes,
logged.
my lord.
Yes, Lord? I shall obey.
Yes, my lord.
Yes? By order of the Inquisition, I am taking command
At your
here.
command, I sense danger. We will root it out.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord.
The area is secure.
Walk softly and carry a
At your
big
command.
gun.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Yes, Lord? Build routine 721.
Praise the
initiated.
Emperor. I serve mankind. I serve mankind.
I am prepared.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no
I stand
peace.
ready.
I await your instructions.
I am prepared.
Praise the Emperor. Agreed. Confirmed. For the Emperor.
Orcs, attack!
We shall know no fear.
At your command. At your command. Gathering intelligence.
They weren't attacking. Beware the alien.
They were fleeing. My knowledge
What could
could
inspire
inspire fear in an orc.
We shall know no fear.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
He who stands with
Yes, my
me shall
lord.
be my brother.
There is no such thing
Walk
as innocence.
softly
Only
and carry a
degrees
big
of
gun.
At your command.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. I serve.
I await your instructions.
Scouts here.
Mission accomplished.
Yes, Lord?
Marine squad deployed.
I will do as you ask.
Yes, my lord. Understood.
How can I serve? Men, you will follow my directives from here on out.
Yes, Lord?
What is it you desire? I will see that it happens. The Emperor protects.
My faith is my shield.
How can I serve?
I am prepared.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. I shall not fail. Something is not right here. These orc bodies do not look Today, like they were the enemy dispatched shall by not be here. Imperial
What is it you
hands.
desire?
We must proceed with
Scouts in
caution.
position. Scouts ready.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. For the honor of the chapter.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes.
Scouts awaiting orders. Yes, my lord.
Venerate the immortal
He
Emperor.
who stands with me shall be
Scouts
my
here.
brother.
There is no such
Eldar.
thing as innocence. Perhaps we were mistaken about the
Praise
presence of the
the
forces
Emperor.
of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos.
Scouts
I
here.
will have answers either way.
How can I serve?
Press on.
Yes? No one
Venerate
will
the immortal
stop
On
us.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. We are united in
My
his
knowledge is at your
service.
disposal.
Scouts ready.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
I will see that it happens.
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts advance.
Yes, Lord? As you wish. Yes, Lord?
Defending objective. Taking heavy fire.
What is it you desire? On my way.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
How can I serve? On my way.
I await your instructions. Initializing build
Venerate
protocol.
the immortal Emperor.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord? As you wish.
Taking hits!
Yes, Lord? I exist to serve.
Yes. Attack, men! Attack!
Here to serve.
How can I serve? It will be done.
Yes, Lord? I shall obey. Yes, most beneficent one? Initializing build protocol.
The Emperor protects.
I am prepared.
The Emperor protects.
I am ready to pass
Hope is the
judgment.
first step on the road to disappointment. Do I detect uncertainty in your
None can
purpose?
stand before the Inquisition.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. Through the destruction of our
This
enemies,
day
do we
shall be a
earn our
glorious
salvation.
one for the Imperium.
Scouts awaiting orders. Commencing
I am
infiltration.
ready to pass judgment.
Dark
An open
Reapers,
mind is
fall
like a
back.
fortress
We
with
need
its
rhino
gates unbarred
transport
and
tanks.
unguarded.
They will allow us to get through
Taking
unscathed
hits.
and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Yes, my lord. On patrol. Scouts in position.
The Emperor protects. Rhino transports
There
are
is
now
no such
available.
thing as innocence.
Build them at the machine
What is
columns.
it you desire?
I await your instructions. I will do as you ask. Yes, most beneficent one? Initializing build protocol. I await your instructions. I await your
Marine
instructions.
squad deployed.
I will do as you ask.
Fear denies faith.
I await your instructions. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
The Emperor protects. Agreed.
Scouts awaiting
An
orders.
open mind is like a fortress with its
My
gates
faith
unbarred
is
and
my
unguarded.
shield.
I am ready to pass judgment.
At your command.
Yes.
I am prepared. I am ready to pass judgment.
Faith is our shield.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
What is it you desire?
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Yes, Lord.
Ever vigilant.
Rhino transport deployed.
Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact.
Apothecary ready. What are your needs? At your command. The battlefield awaits. Who requires my aid?
Rhino here.
The Emperor protects. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Rhino transport is prepared. Rhino transport
There is no
deployed.
such thing as innocence,
Rhino ready.
only degrees of guilt.
How can I serve?
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Apothecary here.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
The battlefield awaits.
Scouts here, on patrol. Scouts in position.
I am prepared.
What is it you desire? On my way.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Rhino ready. We carry the rhino here. We carry the virtue. Rhino transport is prepared. We deliver into battle.
The enemy is attacking!
Going straight to the front line. We deliver into battle. We deliver into battle. Going straight to the front lines.
The enemy is attacking!
We deliver into battle. Take refuge within our armor. Rhino transport is prepared.
This is where I leave you. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Rhino ready.
On alert, brothers.
Dispatch
The enemy must be nearby.
Rhino transport is prepared. We deliver into battle. Rhino ready.
venerate the immortal
Rhino
Emperor.
transport is prepared.
Today, the enemy shall know fear. Follow my lead.
Rhino here. Rhino transport is prepared.
While the enemies of the Emperor
My
still
knowledge
draw
is at your
breath, there can
disposal.
be no peace.
Rhino transport is prepared.
The battlefield awaits.
Rhino transport is prepared. We deliver into battle. Rhino ready.
The battlefield awaits.
Hope is the first step on the road
Walk
to
softly
disappointment.
and carry a big gun.
The battlefield awaits.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Through the destruction of our
My
enemies
faith
do
is
we
my
earn
shield.
our
The enemy
salvation.
is attacking.
Fear not the psycho.
Beware the alien. We shall know
Knowledge
no
is
fear.
Hide it well.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Today the enemy shall know fear. He who stands with me shall be my brother. He who stands with me shall be my brother. For the Emperor. Praise the Emperor. The Emperor protects.
Yes?
Embark.
Yes, my lord. Scouts ready. Boarding now.
The Emperor protects.
Fear not the psycho.
Marine squad deployed. What are your needs?
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Yes, Lord.
Apothecary ready.
None can stand before the
Apothecary ready.
Inquisition.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Rhino ready.
Marine squad
We
deployed.
deliver into battle. Rhino ready. Rhino here.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Consolidating
Lord.
position on the objective.
Yes, Lord. With all due haste.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Marine squad deployed.
We shall know no fear.
Rhino ready.
We think alike.
Faith is our shield. We stand ready. Yes, my lord. Understood.
Rhino ready. Going straight to the front lines. Rhino transport is prepared. Take refuge within Rhino.
Taking hits!
Rhino ready. Rhino here. Rhino transport is prepared.
Disembarking now.
Preparing to redeploy.
Rhino ready.
Apothecary here.
Rhino here.
What are your needs?
What is it you desire?
Yes, my lord.
Rhino ready.
The battlefield awaits.
Rhino here.
Scouts disembarking. Yes, my lord. Getting into position.
How can I serve?
Yes, my lord.
How can I serve?
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts here. At your command. Scouts here.
What are your needs?
Rhino ready.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Orders received. Direct us to the enemy. At your command. The battlefield awaits. Direct me to the injured. We are the Emperor's chosen. What are your needs? Apothecary here.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Position secure.
Initializing build protocol.
Apothecary here. I follow your commands. How can I serve? The battlefield awaits.
Yes. On my way. It will be done. I will see that it happens. On my way. It will be done. It will be done. On my way. It will be done. Imperial Guard, charge! The Emperor protects.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
What is it you desire?
How can I serve?
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. It will be done. The Emperor protects.
Scouts in position.
Attack, men! Attack!
Scouts awaiting orders.
On alert, brothers. The
What
enemy
is it
must
you
be
desire?
nearby.
Apothecary here.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I am prepared.
What are your needs? Weapons at ready. It is time.
Rhino here. We carry the virtuous.
I await your instructions.
Rhino transport is prepared.
I exist to serve.
He who stands with me shall
Area
be my
secure.
brother.
How can I serve? I will see that it happens.
There is no such thing
Here
as
to
innocence,
serve.
only degrees of guilt.
Scouts here.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes? No one.
How can I serve?
Stop us.
I stand ready.
Walk softly.
Apothecary here.
He who stands with me shall be
Whirlwind
my
artillery
brother.
tank deployed.
At least we know that the orcs and Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to
He
their
who
lack of
stands
honor.
with me, and those who lack honor deserve
as the
death.
Emperor's
Scouts in
finest.
position.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
How can I serve?
What would you have me do?
What is it you desire?
How can I serve? Who requires my aid?
Rhino transport is prepared.
I follow your commands.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
At your command.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Today the enemy shall know
The
fear.
battlefield awaits. Taking damage.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Rhino here. Rhino here.
Praise the Emperor.
What are your needs?
How can I serve?
The battlefield awaits. Direct me to the injured.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
Emperor shall fall in time.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. The Emperor protects. I serve
How can I
mankind.
serve?
Rhino ready. Whirlwind here.
Scouts here.
Knowledge is power.
Rhino here.
Hide it well.
Whirlwind artillery tank
The
here.
fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Moving out. Whirlwind artillery tank here. The machine spirit is prepared.
What are your needs?
Scouts here.
How can I serve? Direct me to the injured. The battlefield awaits.
Scouts awaiting orders. Gathering intelligence. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. On patrol.
Taking hit.
Yes, my lord.
Whirlwind here. An easy objective.
At your command. Commencing infiltration. Regroup! Gathering intelligence. I sense danger. We will root it out. Hold us!
What are your needs? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. Take it down. What are your needs?
What is it you desire?
The fallen shall be forever is the Emperor's finest.
We must withdraw!
Approaching target.
Returning to duty! Yes. I will see that
The
it happens.
battlefield awaits. What are your needs?
Whirlwind here. As you command. Whirlwind artillery tank
At your
here.
command. Yes, my lord.
I am prepared.
How can I serve?
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Enemies attacking! The fallen shall be forever remembered as the
I
Emperor's
am
finest.
prepared.
Scouts ready. On patrol.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Scouts ready. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
How can I serve?
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Approaching target. Rhino here.
I am ready to pass Inquisition of destroyed.
At your command.
How can I serve?
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Scouts here.
How can I serve? Objective acquired.
Scouts here. Commencing infiltration. On patrol. Yes, my lord. Strategic point identified.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Scouts in position. Commencing infiltration.
For the
Yes,
Emperor!
I exist to serve. Initializing build
Apothecary here.
protocol.
How can I serve? Direct
Establishing
me to
a
the injured.
secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to
Directly to the
engage the
injured.
enemy.
Defending objective.
Taking damage. Direct me to the injured. Direct me to the injured. Attack! I follow your commands. Apothecary here.
Scouts awaiting orders. I sense danger.
I
We
am
will root
ready
it
to
out.
pass judgment. I will crush the enemy beneath
Yes,
my
Lord.
boot.
Yes, Lord? I will do as you ask.
The battlefield awaits. How can I serve?
Gathering intelligence.
Rhino transport
I
is
stand
prepared.
ready. Mind over matter. There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Apothecary here.
How can I serve?
The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands.
At your command. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Apothecary here. I follow your commands. I follow your commands. What are your needs?
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Apothecary here.
Scouts here.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
The Emperor protects.
Taking the battlefield awaits.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Scouts in position. Gathering intelligence.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
He who stands with it shall be.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Apothecary here.
Walk softly.
Knowledge is power.
How can I serve? What are your needs?
I am prepared.
The battlefield awaits. The fallen shall be forever
My
remembered
knowledge is
as
at
the
your
Emperor's
disposal.
finest.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can
Apothecary
be
here.
no peace.
What are your needs? Direct me to the injured.
Yes. The Emperor protects.
Yes, my lord. Scouts advance.
I am ready to pass judgment.
On alert, brothers. The enemy
The
must be
fallen shall
nearby.
be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.